What we're going to show you tonight is a technique that we used last year and we use quite often to catch some nice fish in the tournament. And the name of the rig is Slow Death. It's pretty simple, but there's some small tricks that we use, and we're going to show you a little bit about that this evening. So we'll see if we can get this fish in the boat here. The wind's kind of nasty. There he is. That's a decent one.
Nice fish, Scotty.
Yeah, thanks.
Wind is blowing. We're going to show you what made us successful in 2014. I'm going to show you our setup when we're fishing the Slow Death rig. Start off with the reel, always using a bait caster reel. The reason for it is it's real easy to control your depth. Simply push the button, you can let line out, click it over, reel up, adjust according to the depth you're fishing. Rods we're using typically 6'10" to 7-foot rods, something with a real nice soft tip so that when you get that bite you can slowly pull back, set the hook, but you don't want to rip these lighter hooks out of the fish's mouth. So light tips, light rods. Typically we do run braid, 10-pound braid, 12-pound braid, and then from there our braid is attached to a bottom bouncer. And bottom bouncer size is totally dependent on the depth you're fishing. So typically we're using a 1-ounce bottom bouncer. The deeper you go, or the more current you're fishing, heavier your weight's going to be. From there, just a simple crane swivel tied to that, a 2 to 3 foot long piece of monofilament. Reason we use monofilament, it floats, helps keep that bait up off the bottom, and then from there we tie on our Slow Death hook. And Scotty is going to tell you what's so important about this hook.
So what I've got is the Slow Death hook here. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but it has a really unique shape to it, and that's what makes this rig very deadly. So what it does is you'll hook your worm on, and I'm going to show you how I rig mine up here. Pretty straightforward, just thread the crawler on the hook, and I pull it up good ways past the collar. And what I always do, I tie a Palomar knot, and I leave a tag end on there, and I think that really helps to keep the crawler secured on the rig. So I thread it through and pull it up past that knot, and what you want to do is cut it off maybe 2 or 3 inches back of that hook. So what you get is a really nice turning action in the water. It's not, you know, an overly aggressive action, it's just a subtle spin.
Got one, Scotty?
Yeah, pretty good one.
Right.
So Jay talked about the setup a little bit earlier, and one thing is a nice soft action rod. This one is the one I always use, and it's really good for fighting fish. You got the net there, Jay?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, the important thing about these soft rods is being able to, like you said, fight the fish, but also be able to feel that bite because it is such a soft bite. Nice slot fish.
Yeah, he wasn't quite as big as I thought, but he's decent.
Yeah, that's the Slow Death rig. It's simply a hook, line, and sinker kind of deal. So next time you're out, grab yourself a pack of these Slow Death hooks, some monofilament line, simple bottom bouncer, and start trolling.